shields on my YouTube channel as well. If you want to like copy any of them, yeah. All it is people just use the template of like somebody that they like's build, and then they just change a piece or two here or there. You just got to look for what it does, you know. If you want to be like really tanky, you've really got to have one of these shields out. Take loads of damage, or you can be that. Not really, if you've got a shield guy in your group, and that's like a really important thing to say, innit? When you're with a group, you just have a look at the other person's build, and if you can fill the gap, because you're a damage and blue damage, like that's like a hybrid, that's like a DZ, so you probably already oh, okay, a bit of a hybrid, yeah. Bit of a mad one, yeah. Okay, well if we activate it, then sort of go back to the doorway. I'll hold the door for you. You hold the door and just sort of cover me from there, and I'll draw all the fire onto me. You just sort of shoot from the doorway where you got a bit of cover there. So go down this way, one sec. EMP. What was it? Hand cannon o'clock. Crazy headshot damage, right? Well, let's have a look. See if I've got anything decent I can drop you. Yeah. But the thing is, like, obviously, like, with it being an endless wave, what you can do is in here, sugar, I forgot to tell you, if you press the touchpad and then go up on the D-pad, you can find any kind of loot that you want. So pistol, assault rifle, gear types. You can have any selected loot you want in here, pretty much. So if you're looking for something in particular, you can. If you're not sure, just do a bit of a mix. You can never go too wrong with a bit of a mix. You got a little bit of each one, then you can put something together. You know, like I just started off by putting one all red, one all blue, and one all yellow together, and then you can sort of see where the other ones are then. Right, let's see what I can do here. Drop some loot. Just put some stuff in your box, you know. Can't share that for some reason. It's just like an ongoing thing. Like you go all the way up to the top, and then you get these hunters that you've got to fight at the end. I've done it a few times, yeah. I helped a team do it the other day. Hey, there's 3 people in the stream now. Hello. Just helping out Hit Squad here. Just going in and just helping people like I always do. And we're just getting some loot. Just drop everything to help him out. He's level 72, isn't he? Needs a bit of a hand getting some loot. I don't need anything. I'm like level 1700. Stupid. That's what's wrong with the game, man, isn't it? We're just hogging all the good loot and not sharing it. Keep you safe, bloke. I don't know. Get some. It's all good. I can't always help, but all I do is, right, I mean, you'll see when you look at my YouTube. Like, all I do is just help people out as much as I can, and then just give them some gear to, to go on what they're doing. If I see them again or they're on or whatever, I just play with whoever's going. But there's always people that need help. It's a pretty, like, Ricky went mad with it. He's like, I don't know what wing level I am, but he's like rank 12 now. He's gone crazy with it. Like, he's doing loads, he's helping loads of people. That's just something he can do. It's fun. You know, like you get to level up and get to all the loot, and but then when you get to all, you know, you've got all the loot, there's not really much left to do but help. So it's actually pretty fun. Good part of the game. I was, yeah. Yeah, I was playing a bit of that, yeah. I used to play it quite a bit. I did. It depends, you know. It just depends how long it takes me. How long's a piece of string, I guess. It's always ongoing. There's never a stop to learning. It's just all the time. Got some of it done. Good job I've got unbreakable on. I'm just chilling, man. Sorry. My head's always in the game, you know. It's not me. I don't know. I'm just out of like playing. I actually quite enjoy playing the silent protagonist in this game sometimes, like not being able to speak, using the keyboard, you know, being able to make people laugh with it. It's kind of funny. You're doing good, man. floor 60 on heroic. You know? If you're holding back there, that's all you gotta do, just hold your little area. If you get in trouble, don't worry about me, I'll have to run, but I'll be back. If you have to break off, no problem. I'm just going to try and block as many of these people shooting at you as possible and just try and give you a bit more of a fair fight. So you can shoot them 1v1, because you've got a little bit of armour anyway and a bit of damage, so that's where Pop's going to have to move. You're strong. Elite. Yeah, we'll get there. Just let them come down one by one. This one's got electric bullets, look. Just gotta watch not to get trapped by another enemy up there. Oh shit, I can see that one up there. 2, 3. Yeah, I've got to move back. Stop trying to shoot at my teammates, please. No, not that gun. No, it's a good one, not that gun. Block him. Give you a fairer fight at least. You know, if you come here and do that, it's... Just tried to assess where you were with your gear, and yeah, obviously I'm going to put you in a harder thingy, but it's alright, you know, I've got some gear so I can, and then I'll just drop whatever I get, and if it's better than what you're wearing, then that's good, or you can use it in some way, yeah. But I tried to make it so, because there is another level up from this, it's the, you know, but there's no point in going on that, but you can, once you get a bit more gear and you've got like you find out what sort of build suits you best, because some people like blue, some people like red, some people like yellow, and then some people don't mind, you know, they can run any of them, but they all have their own little situation, but everybody's got like the favourite. Somebody likes to, like, some people like to just be like a yellow, run around healing. I went through a phase of doing that, man, just running around like, I'm going in people's lobbies like when they're low level with a healer build, and then just like throwing down heals, and people are like, oh, I'm unkillable. Yeah, it's hard to do sometimes because people are moving all over the place, but it's finding a way of using it. It drive me mad. I was like, how do you use this build? Because people are running over there, you've got people over there, someone over there, someone getting shot over here, and I've still got to shoot my gun yet and put some damage in. That's the best thing to do, just put a general purpose build together that does a little bit of everything, and then just collect the pieces and make one of each. You know, make one all red one as much as you can, one all. Oh, hang on. Yeah. You see in the top corner again, look. Do you see it? Right, it's gone up to 3 stars at the top now. So this is legendary. So we're gonna have to, where we could go, I could go out and fight with him like a, you know, like a little bit. We're gonna have to proper camp the door now, like. But yeah, I'm willing to see if we could, because with the loot that we'll get if we're cautious, like any loot that gets dropped before we die will be pretty good. So we just have to hold the. I'll stay back with you and pretty much, yeah. It's not going to work on every room, is it? Yeah. Okay. So all it'll be is like, whenever you go forward, these doors are just choke points. You know, if you can flip the objective on them, a lot of the time, if it says clear the floor like this, you don't actually have to do any objective. All you have to do is just get rid of the enemies. So you can double back as much as you need to until you've got like a better angle on the enemy. So this is another choke point here now, because it's like a bottleneck that can only come from here, and we can run back the way we came. And then, yeah, basically just let them come into this little box area in here and jump out and stand around about here and make all sorts of funny things of. And I'll just run in and out the room, like try and draw them in like a fish, a hook and a fish, like going in trying to draw an enemy aggressively back towards here, while you sort of get an angle somewhere around here and just sit. And if any other enemy presses through the door while I'm out there, just shout me and I'll come back and we'll make sure that. But I'm just gonna, obviously I'm gonna have to sometimes try and draw them into the room, because they'll be, when the numbers get lower, they won't move away from each other, so they'll sit in the room. But if you draw one in, like draw them in and out. Right, you ready? Yeah. Okay. Oh good, look, the little shotgun rushers are coming, look. Ah. It's not going to work for every room, but you know, if it gets you a little bit of loot. So I just count it around the door, come back. Boom, 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 boom. A contestant. Oh yeah, there's a contestant right there. Little exploding car. Oh, they give me a little thingy as well, I never knew about that. Okay, I'm doing the little fish hook manoeuvre. Just like a little fish hook. Pull enemies back. The room looks clear, but just because it looks clear, like, don't always sort of run in and all these doors, like I can't remember all these doors, but if you catch a door right and you're there and you've got DPS, it's like whoa. But if you catch a door right and you know that's all them there and you don't see them, it's like oh. So the best sort of rule with thumb is, unless you're a tank, don't try and get in the room until like the end of the mission, like until the phase is clear. You know, you can go in if you absolutely had to pick up a player or something, but you know, if you just keep pulling them back, come in when you need to, but just don't sort of, because you never know when they're going to come with more of them. There you go. Okay, yeah. I don't know if more doors are going to open, so if they do, just head back into the room. That's all it is. It's like a just attack retreat, you know. But if you get caught too heavy on the accelerator, like now where I am, they're all coming out, so I've got to leg it. You know, if I count more than 3, I'm like, right, I'm off. That's it. That's too many. And then just running back into damage, you know, running back into like a little damage bottleneck. Kite again. No problem. Okay, yeah. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just streaming on YouTube, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely look at it. You see, I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying to help you get loot. Yeah, it's just when I'm about, you know. Sometimes it's like every other day, night, most of the time now. I don't know, we'll see. When I can get on, I'll try and get on and help, but I try and do stuff in the day and as much as I can. Just play by the whole respect each other rules, I guess. If you've got something and you can share it, that's fair enough, isn't it? Just make it about the game. Focus on the objective. It's mad, isn't it, what people can do when they're actually like working together. Yeah, but that's the difference. Like, you know, like there is a lot of that. There's people that say stuff on that because some people will play the game and they'll lose gracefully, and that's all right. You've got to learn to do that. That is a learned thing to do. Like, it is hard to do, but if somebody beats you, fair enough. Like, the only time it really gets me is when they are actually using, like, they're a good player anyway. They're already like a really good player, but they slap on the cheats the minute that they feel themselves losing. That's just silly because you're losing your edge. By getting beaten is by how you get better. I get killed all the time. Hey, it's Deadpool. Yeah, it's just a game, but sometimes you do. It's like the way I'd describe it to people that don't really understand why people shout at a TV screen video game, like the same way that people like shout at a football game or something, you know, or just something that they're, you know, like they're just seeing something like bad happen and something that they care about. You know, like finding out an artist is just some kind of dupe or something that's just been copying other people's stuff and taking all the claim for it, or, you know, just whatever somebody likes, like explaining it that way. Because when you get cheated, it feels the same way every time. When you get cheated, it stinks. we go up this way? Which way do we go? I'm lost, man. Shoot and build. Shoot and build. That's all I do, but like I know I've learnt that more so than ever now, like talking to a couple of people on YouTube. There's one other guy that does it, he's called Bear, he does all the where the loot is and stuff like that, so people know about different stuff, and that's the way that the game's supposed to be designed, isn't it? You're supposed to have to be able to have, you know, somebody will remember where to go with the navigation because they're good with that. You've always got one that loves to pick up the loot and knows where all the loot is. You can do a lot on your own, but you can't do it all on your own. You know, sometimes with the right build you can do a lot, but you can't do it all. It's like I say, knowing when to hit the accelerator and the brake. If you hit the accelerator, like if it's like you can, like yeah, fair enough. But if there's if it's going wrong, you just have to run. That's all you can do. Sorry guys, I'm out. I said that to this guy once, like he literally, me and him were fighting, like two of us were fighting 4 rogues in the group, and he was getting killed, like, and he was fighting really, really hard. He was just going in and like fighting one of them, trying to get him down, and I could see what he was doing, and I was like, yeah, fair enough, you know. I sent him a message, so afterwards I was like, it's okay to run. It is okay to, you know, if you're outnumbered, what can you do? How do we even get in this room? There's no prompt to get in. Oi! Leave that hostage alone. Hang on. The hostage is deciding to stand right in the middle of all the enemies. Hang on there, buddy, we'll get you in a sec. Okay, I think that's all I can spare in time-wise now. 17 seconds. Should I get him? Hopefully. Come on, buddy, get out of there, dude. I'm just trying to help the AI guy get out of the room. He just ran in the room with all the enemies. I was like, come on now, buddy, get out of this room. Look how many minions there is. He just ran straight in here. Try to block off the door. There we go. Are we on legendary? Maybe, yeah. Do you want some of this loot? Hopefully it's got good rolls on it, stuff you can use. Somebody was like, do you not need that? I was like, no, what am I going to do with it? Put it on my head and wear it like a little paper hat. It's daft, isn't it? People just hogging all the loot for themselves. Do you know what it is? That's exactly what it is, though. It's like, I know what it is, but it's what you said it is. It's like 3 guys ran up and got you. That's all they ever do. The ones that are quite good at it, like, will actually like call your name before they shoot at you. Oh, you know, like we did it the other day. That's what we did back to them the other day. We were with one and everybody, and we got a couple of them back, and one guy was in there. He's like, "Oh, I hate normally coming in here because I normally just get shot." I was like, "Right, yeah." And it was like, yeah. And then we got a couple, and it was like, oh, I'm loving it now. We got a couple of them back, yeah. And, you know, whatever, you can't go in there and expect to like kill people. Like, they're gonna fight you back, of course they are. But you just have to find what they're weak at, and if you can find a way that you can do something better and get them, then when you do get them, it's all the better. Yeah, but there's always going to be that. That's the human element of the game that's broken. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. But you know, there's no like there should like I don't know. The community should have more honor amongst themselves. Like people that want to go rogue. Like there should be a universal way of like actually being a friendly rogue. I know that sounds a bit weird, but testing out that you want to fight, just go rogue. You know, like away from a player, and if they come over to you or try and shoot you, it's on. They're the police, and you're the bad guy. Going up and mowing somebody down in the back, stealing all the loot, and then shouting over the corpse like, "Well, I'm better than you." Well, what's that going to do for the community? What's that going to do for people that it's the first time in there? It's just going to completely wreck it, isn't it? Oh, thank God I'm never going to play that game again. That's what you'd be thinking, isn't it, really? But that's the problem with people. It's not something really you can fix unless the community itself fixes it. Gotta be a start somewhere, surely, I don't know. Alright, you killed the guy, you know. Kick a dead horse while he's down, you know. Stupid. What point is that making? There's some ones that deserve it, you know, if they're talking shit. Like, I'll just go after them because they're the ones that have been, and they kind of deserve it, you know. They've just been smart asses and been mouthy. And if I get them once, that's good enough for me, like, that's alright. If we get one kill on them, yeah. Oh, and it's on. Because you know I'll try everything I can just to try and get one kill. Just to even that one kill. Yeah. But that's it, you know, like I don't mind playing against people that have got mods sometimes because it does sort of... You can see they're using it. The bit where it's just stupid is where they're like, they're turning around and being like, oh yeah, I'm pro skills, me, mate. Elite hacks. And they'd probably actually otherwise be quite a good player. And they just turn it on just because they're getting beat and they're getting a bit salty about it rather than inventing a better way around. But that's all they know. Just to use shitty scripts that... Look, I'm auto-locking you. Are you? But that's really challenging. It's like going to the gym with like an arm assist on, isn't it? Like with an exosuit on going to the gym. Picking up the biggest weight in the gym with an exosuit on going, look how buff I am. Oh. I don't think I have, no. A lot of veterans are, man. You know, they've had the fair share of shit, and they probably see things a lot better than most average people do, because they'll see things that other people will never have to. You know, so... Okay. You can't always get on with everybody, like that's just the rule of thumb, innit? But that's why when any big decisions to be made, it's always to be the general consensus, not just the, you know, the idea of one. That's alright, everyone should be able to have the say a little bit, like, and that's, if somebody's like grinding you down, you just can't play with them, I mean, that's alright, as long as it doesn't end in like a toxic way. That's actually like two people that are sensible, because they're not letting it end in a toxic way, they're just you know, saying I can't play with that person, it's too hard. You know, I'm the same. Like if somebody's upsetting my, you know, when I'm playing, like shouting or doing something stupid, like it can, you know, when we're doing like PvE, I expect it in PvP because it's someone trying to throw you off. But in PvE, it makes it like quite hard to do, like, you know, group content where you're supposed to be all working as a team and everybody's got to fit the place. If your communication is all sapped up and everybody's just shouting all sorts of, I had this for tea. We've got a, you know, it's just, it makes it harder than what it has to be. Like, yeah. That's why I just stay quiet when I'm playing it. Try and pick up what's going on. I think you find your feet. Look at you up there on your own fighting that gold. I was in the other thing the other day, and we killed a couple of hunters. Me and this other guy pushed out and got another one, got him down, and we got killed. The other two got it. I was like, look, you didn't even need me. Not even trying to take it off them, you know. Just like help everybody get on the same level, and then they might show you something that you didn't know. Smarty pants. That's it. That's the way to be. If you do that, that's the, you know, if you can't get on, fair enough. But usually, you know, if you can get on and your adversary's like at first when you meet, that's usually what I find with people that I can get on with afterwards. People that are like quite strong that I can get on with, like they make the best of friends because their way of seeing is like a lot different. And if you can sort of listen to it and it's not to the point where it's like absolutely like this is just unwarranted or attacking or, you know, that kind of sort of behaviour. Everybody's got their own, you know, little security bubble that you can't just go wandering in and pop in. Like, you have to sort of say, like, you know. Yeah, but, you know, some people are different. Again, you know, like it's different cultures and things like that. Places, things are different. Nobody really knows how to talk about stuff, really, do they? That's the way you do it, yeah. Just give everybody a fair chance. Make it about the computer, not anything else out on the outside world. But if it's annoying in the inside world when you're playing with somebody that's playing the computer game just because they've been a jackass and they're just getting you all killed or just doing something just to make your game like ruin, cheat or do something, then yeah, you've got every right to want to avoid that person and not want to be around them. Yeah, of course. That'd just ruin anybody's day, that, wouldn't it? Do you know what? I reckon you actually get that guy in every group, you know, when you get in with a lot of these professional like sort of players. There'll be a couple of them that'll take it quite seriously, but you know, they'll know where to call the line. And there's always the one guy on the group that's like gotta be God. That's the one that I like to shoot at, you know, because he's like sort of running and like shouting and, you know, like causing people to, those ones that have just been like that, it's silly. Don't forget to pick this up, dude. Come grab this loot. That's what we want to do. You want to get you on the same level as me, so me and you can, because you're fighting good already. You're a good fighter, dude. With the loot that you've got, you've come in a legendary and just sat there being like, yeah. So that's all it takes, isn't it? You might see something differently that I don't, you know, when you're putting the gear together. So yeah, have a go, see what you can do. I've got a few things on YouTube you can have a look at, but the main source of information is basically just YouTube and Reddit, places like that, if you need to know anything, if that helps you get ahead. You know, if you have a look on the Tinternet, the Tinterwebs. Oh, got some rogues. just look up what you need to know. Don't spoil it. You know, play the game as much as you want to play it. But if there's something that's bugging you or you can't find it, that's where it's at. You have to go and look on there. It's just how much you care to do it, isn't it, really? Some people are like PvE mad. They just do all the challenges. They've got all the little badge things. And there's no wrong or right way to play the game, is there, really? Yeah. Just like... Well, do you know what? You usually find that the best groups that do content good are mixed groups, like one guy that's always a bit slow but he finds all the loot, one person that's fast and always running around like grabbing kills, and they are a bit of a loudmouth usually. They're like the bonk guy from bloody bonk bonk bonk, you know, and then like somebody, you know, if you have a mix, a group, like a really, you know, those are the you get a lot done with that. It's just getting past the sort of you get a lot of it on this game, don't you? People like sort of measuring wee-wees. Yeah. Fair enough, like if they beat you in a fight, there's a skill gap and there's a, you know, it's just what it is. If you can be taught something, that's good, isn't it? It's okay. I've just dragged one in anyway. Get a medkit when you're ready. Good, yeah. Alright. Just playing it on the hardest mode, because why not? Got your back, bro, got your back. This one, shoot me buddy in the back, what the... Yeah. He's got some sneaky uniform on there, look. Tell he's a rogue. Hide in the shadow. Using his camo index. Stay! Call out a cotton quick. You nasty old rogue. Oh yeah. There you go, that might be a good start to your tank collection there, dude. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you will, yeah, you know, if you see common things like that, yeah. Like I say, the best thing to do is not try and remember everything all at once. Like if I could go back, because like I did like try and read everything, and yes, that does give you like a good way of seeing things. You'll see things a bit different, but given the choice of doing it again, I would take some of the meta builds, just like take a few of those off the internet, build them, like look for those pieces and build those builds to try and understand what they were doing, and then have a go at making some of your own. But when you first start and you haven't got a lot of loot and you just want one of each build, just take it out and build one as much all red as you can, one as much all blue as you can, and one all much as yellow as you can. Because generally, as a rule, yeah, your gear sets will follow like if it's a total armor or whatever, yeah, they will give you little hints you can follow. See, like ones that are rolled with like all the things on them, those rainbow rolls, they're all right for everything there, but they won't do anything. So like you've got to know what to put on them. So that point man that I give you, I'd probably roll like a armor regeneration underneath the armor roll, and then top up the armor with the recalibration station if you ever needed to. But you'll probably find a better one now, because it's like GTA, this game. Like, I'm sure of it, because if I see something and I drop it and you get it, then you start seeing loads of them then. Yeah, because everybody's like got different RNG and different pulls, so I might be lucky in one thing one day, and that's something that you've really been after for ages, but it's just been snide and never given you. So if you trade something that you've got like multiple items of for something, then somebody's like, oh, I got this, and you'll be like, oh, I've been waiting ages for that. Look, that's how it's supposed to work. You can't beat RNG unless you've had multiple people to the pool. And you can definitely cheat it a little bit, yeah. See, the AI's really angry with that, look. Fired 3 grenades at me then, he was really annoyed. Getting into the black dust now, you can tell it's them. Yeah. Always got your hive on, you know. That's it, you know. You're doing good. This is on YouTube, man. This is like a permanent moment on a game where you're like, look, I was level 73 and I was still like, you know, you're not not going down or out. You're doing all right. Everybody dies at some point. Yeah. You've got good teammates with you. I was with a group like that the other night. They were just sort of playing, and two of them were, like I say, and once they calmed down and they started focusing on the objective, and they were sort of together, like they were doing good. It's just such a shame for that other guy that had just had to, you know, he was always just wanting to play. And the other guys were always making it about arguing. Felt sorry for that guy. Tried to help him out. Gotta go back. That's all I can do. It's alright, don't worry, the AIs have just stepped up. That's all it is. It's that grenade guy, him, look. That gold guy, look. 2, 3. That's brutal, that, isn't it? Oh, it's alright. I've nearly just died myself there, mate. I'm not judging in any way. That's nearly just killed me like several times over, and I've got a build that's... Give me a minute. I think I can drive him away from there in a sec. I'll be in as soon as I can. As soon as the odds are right. It's okay. I didn't even see it coming, I was nearly dead. It's feeling the damage. You don't always see it. But sometimes, like, if you see that health bar shaking, you've got to move. You know, how can you know when they're spamming 3 grenades like that? It's better that you see that now. If anything, that little multi-grenade spam that they do, because that in the middle of like trying to pick somebody up or anything like that, if you know that now, that's actually going to be a really good thing. Because they just spam those grenades, that they won't give you a second. They just keep spamming them and spamming them and spamming them. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. I know, I've got unbreakable. Ooh, stop shooting. Look at him, look. Got all this shot up behind us as well, look. Getting smarter all the time, always on the flank. Is he going to drive it back to his little... Okay, yeah, let's get rid of this guy, look. The fact that you know about that now, honestly, mate. Bloody robot back here shooting my teammates. Yeah, there's a couple coming around that way. Little drone's going to get him. Look at your rolly ball that's following it like wing. BB-8. You've got to watch out because when they come out of these doors in a minute, oh, I'm getting hit by something in there. I'm not sure what it is. Secure the area. Okay, objective. Right, 1 second. I've cut it down to 1 down there. Yeah, that's why they're still unlimitedly coming. Hang on. Okay. Use the ventilation system. There you go. Sorry, I had to... Yeah, good job waiting down there. I'll be back in just a second. Excuse me, do you mind if I just... Okay, yeah. That's a good little strategy, that, actually, yeah. Just, like, whittle him down a little bit and then leave, like, maybe 3 or 4 in there. There was quite a few down the back, but it wasn't too bad. Sort of getting halfway out. Okay, yeah, pull up if you want to, yeah. Just sort of hold about that line, yeah. We're not, There we go. We get a bite? No, no bite. When it gets, it's always like this when they get down to like the last couple of them, they'll stick together. I split them up. Yeah, they're coming out again, so do the whole runaway thing and then just work back into the room as if we'd just come at it fresh. I know that seems like a bit overly drastic, but believe me, when it's on the hardest setting, and yeah, that's it, yeah. If you treat it like it's always on the... Yeah, if you pull them off one by one, they're a bit easier to deal with then. That's still bloody hard, like. It's just giving them credit, really, because they can get behind you, you don't even notice. One day we got shot by somebody who was like, bloody hell, where was that coming from? Don't even notice, you're too busy sort of shooting at something else. But when they're just down like this, you can... See, here they come, look. Mr. Grenade Spam. That's Mr. Grenade Spam on top of there. Another one, look. Look at them all, look at these jellas. He just tried poking me with his gun. That's yeah. There's a grenade of your own. You stop firing that at me, please. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh, this ain't good. Whoa. Ow. That was my I'm fighting 5 people dance. I'm fighting 5 people. Oh shit. No way that's happening. Leave us alone. Look at him, look. Proper getting his jiggle on now, this guy, look. Doing the wiggledy wiggle. I can't come right now, I'm doing the wiggledy wiggle. It's like, are you doing what? No, it was the other day I was in the DD with this random guy. And I think he goes rogue a lot, and I don't really like doing that. I prefer like sort of DZ policing. But like, it was funny. Like he was like, "What are you doing? You're coming over here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just doing the wiggledy wiggle." Like, what the hell's the wiggledy wiggle? Like, you know when you're running away from people. He knows what I mean. He pulled his armor build out, and he was actually really good. He was dancing around like 2 or 3 people. It was funny. Yeah, just go inside. Yeah, you know, you can confuse the computer up to a certain point, but it's just, if there's too many of them there, it won't work, because they'll just sort of watch what you're doing and they'll gang up on you. But look, you know, if you go in close, they want to melee you. Look, when the minute they melee you, they're not shooting the gun. But you can't do that with multiple enemies. But if you're fast enough to sort of like strafe around them, that's sort of like what your tank does, isn't it, for you? And if you're like damage or whatever, or you can put out more damage than me. I mean, yeah, I can put out a bit of damage, but not, you know, not as fast as somebody that's got DPS. But what I can buy you is time to shoot at that enemy that's distracted, or just fight one-on-one with somebody if you're there, which gives you a much better fight. You know, if you've got like 3 or 4 of them all shooting at you, suppressing you, like. Yeah. Putting glass cannon on it breaks my heart every time. But when you get one of them, you're like, yeah. You're so squishy though. Literally, like. I can just imagine one of the enemies farting and it just blows you over. Yeah. Just fall back, done. And then you'd see the thing off GTA. Wasted. Yeah, I've got to get out of that room. There's a lot going on in there. There's a whole lot of business in there. It's a grenade dog, look. Ooh. This wall's working pretty good. Oi. Right, with these doggies, look. I've got a thingy shield on, but a grenade launcher is a very bad close range weapon, doggy. Isn't it? Bad range close weapon. Yeah, because if it shoots it blows itself up. Yeah, I better heal. I can definitely feel them putting the pressure back on now, eh? Figuring out, like if I had you had another person in here that had like a status effect build or something like that, those dogs wouldn't be a problem then. You know, like a skill build that sort of like just pauses and makes them stand still. Grenade spam. Take a if you go over left, this dog's nearly down. Okay, yeah. I'll buy you time as you just go over sort of left that way. Okay, I got you. Just make some noise. Look at me, I'm the knuckle dragger. Big clumsy and animal object. That's what you gotta be in it when you're like the tank. You just got to soak the damage up as best you can. Drone's going crazy. Holy heck. Whoa, right over my head. Counted 2 then. Where's your third one? Only 2 grenades this time? Really? Okay, yeah, I've got to go back here. I think they're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 2 drones. Coming up on you now. Let's go back in the room. Well, that's all the fish hooking we want to do. Just draw them in here again now. She's strong, like. Kidding. It's that SMG she's got. She's got some crazy SMG. I think it's a Vector. Don't worry. Okay. Have I got you? No problem. Grab this guy when you do whatever you gotta do. If you want a medkit or whatever, or we can just get this guy when you're ready. Out the way now, near enough. Drone's just out there relentlessly fighting with it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, not even I can do that sometimes. So, but where you're at, you're doing really good, dude. Yeah. There you go. What can you say about that? You first time on in ages, and you're playing on the hardest mode. It's okay. I love my drone. It's an angry little drone, that. It's one angry little drone that just does not stop shooting when it sees someone. Yeah. Oh. Look at it, that's down there just floating around. It's doing something I can't do. I guess just because it's really little and it can move quick. You're a proper pecky when you're getting shot at, and when the DZ, when somebody sets one on you. You run behind cover and you think you're getting shot from away, you're not. You had at the time, wasn't it? Oh shit. Me in the menu. There you go. Got unbreakable. Don't worry. fact you got that far with that on this. It's just that's all it is now. Is it's getting to the really hard floors, and like even a slightest slip will cost you. So like I say, when you get to that point where it beats you, it's like, yeah, okay, you know. But we need to get you some. Hang on, let's get some more loot. Oh, look at that. There's another one. Look, there's a really good one. Sea tar. Yeah. You know, throw you in at the deep end, see how you get on, and then when you go back to normal content, you'll be like, what the hell is all this shit? I'm just running that on. I'm trying to think. Right, let's switch it up a bit. If you've hit that, I'm trying to think really. Go back to your box if you want and see if you can, you know, put something together and then go and use it somewhere. I tell you what, I've got a recipe for you. See if it works, right? Return to Washington DC. I'll show you like a little crazy recipe that it'll help you build like one red, one blue, one yellow. It's quite simple. It's not too bad. Like, you can only do the best you can with the bits that you've got. You're always going to have outliers and stuff, but when you have like a bad piece, that's just something that you got to work on. You know, you're like, oh, I'm looking for a better one of them. But as long as it fits a bit of its purpose. So like, if it gives you 2 out of 3 things that you want, even though the one thing that you don't want is still better than something else that just doesn't give you anything, right? So with each stat, if you imagine there's 3 colours, red, blue and yellow, they've got like little substats that have, you know, ways that they affect them, but you're better off just building one of each, and if you go wrong on one, you can go back and look at it and say, no, I need a bit of this instead. Yeah, I'm just heading back over to the base, and then I'll actually do it live on stream now. I'll go and get a... Hang on 1 second. Log out 1 sec. So I'll try and show you what I'm doing. I'll build one with you. I need to make some yellow builds for this last character, so you could pick a colour like red, blue, yellow, and then just build one of that, and then later on when you're just messing about with your gear and there's nobody on, build the other 2 types using the same recipe. You don't have to know everything for it all to be, you know, like, you don't, it's alright, it's okay. When you put your gear on, what you do is you just look at the, you know, yeah, to start off with, but don't try and do it all as one. There's ways of, you know, and just because one person says one thing, there is definitely situational builds and things that you can use that, yeah, it might really do something good that suits your style of play better. Everybody's got their own ideas. Okay, where are you? Are you back at the... Okay, right, I'm going to come join you now. Oh, could you send us an invite? I think the group might be on private. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll just show you like a really simple recipe. Like main thing to do is, as long as you've got that build saved and your other build saved that you've got on that character, just put everything back in the box if you've got room to do so, and then you just go to the gear first and just pull out, like if it's like a red build you're building, just pieces with all red pieces or as many red pieces on it as possible, and then go to each component in the one mask, one chest, one knee, one holster, one glove, one backpack and just go in each one and pick out all the red ones that have got red attributes on them, on the top core attribute red, and then just pick and choose between those. You move them around like a little jigsaw puzzle and you put it together and see what you get with it. And there's always going to be things that you don't want, but it depends what you'll see more as you go on. If you've got a really good piece that gives you SMG damage, it makes sense to use an SMG with it. So it's just going to do that now. Okay, so I don't think I've got everything on me here, but I just need skill builds, so I'm going to build skill builds while I give them a bit of a lift. Show him just like one build, just putting one build together, see what it does, take it in. Yeah, I bet that'd be pretty interesting to see what it's like, yeah. Okay, so when you're ready, just drop everything in the box as much as you can. In the stash, yeah. And then you're working from like a clean workspace then. You're just getting rid of all the bits that you don't need, stuff that you don't want to see. So if I just get rid of everything but what I'm wearing right now, like what he's doing. So you've just got that one piece in each section, one in your mask, one in your chest, one in the... If you're confused, then you can jump in the stream and it's on YouTube and I'll be able to show you what I'm doing. That's it, just fill that box up as much as you can. And then we're going to do the, pull a colour out of a hat, or sort of pick the colour that you want. Right, so because I'm building yellow, all the ones that on here I've got yellow. The which one? Okay, so yeah, the gear sets. Don't worry so much about that. Just like the best thing to do is, as an overview, just yeah, you might do sometimes, but the best thing to do is never to try and figure everything out all in one go. you know, just look at the colours. I think that's what they were intending to do, really, with it. You know, that you just look at the colour of the first main stat, and then just put all the yellow ones in. You know, like all the ones that have got a yellow main stat. Or I'm building yellow right now, but if you're building red, just put all the ones that have got a red main stat on, and then you can see like which pieces. Oh, that's got 3 red pieces on it. You can, you know, so, and just build one all red build, one all yellow build, one all, and you kind of see, you know, like if you've got like 4 pieces of a yellow set that look quite appealing, yeah, why not? You can mix it with 2 golds as well. But you've got to have all the pieces to see the bigger picture. You can't, you know, as long as you've got the main components of I guess the way of doing it is like if you were making a cake, you can make any kind of cake or put any decoration on it, but you still need the base, the flour, you know, you need yeah. So as long as you've got your key ingredients, so if it's a skill build you're just building with yellow blocks. If you're building with a damage build, you're just building with red blocks. It's like a bit overcomplicated. Of course, you're not going to understand all the stats and everything at first, but if you get to understand the gauges and how much things are giving you, yeah, it's this one's giving me quite a lot of this and quite a lot of that. That's good. That's really good if you've got loads of stuff in there. So the main thing is get everything that's on you off your hand into the box, and then okay, yeah, so now you're at the stage where you just want to pick a colour. What do you want to build today? A red, a blue, or a yellow? So red is damage, blue is tank, and yellow is skill. Okay, you're going to go for a yellow build, yeah, okay. So what you do is then, now go back into your box and start with your gear pieces first. Forget about your guns for a minute, because that'll become apparent as you put your pieces together. Go on your mask and just pull out all the pieces that have got yellow on them as the main stat. You know, like that main first circle. If it's yellow, if it's like a little picture of a battery on the first slot that it's in, then pull. Yep. As long as the first main stat is yellow, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Pull all those items that have got 1+ skill tier on them, because even if it's got like a blue or some other stuff on it, it doesn't mean it's wrong. You just have to see what you've got and then make the best of each one. You've got to imagine it like a Rubik's Cube. You're sort of like pushing it all around to, but you know. Okay, yeah, so if you've got all your yellow masks on you, yeah. That's it. So every piece now, yeah, once you pulled it all out, it's going to have like a attributes on it. So a skill tier, and then it'll have like a brand set. So you can think of the brand set as like Nike trainers make you run faster. Okay, different brand sets are going to do like different things for you, and like you can stack up. Like if I'm wearing 3 pieces of Nike, like 3 Nike t-shirt and Nike trainers and Nike pants, I get like 3 bonuses for each pair that I wear. You know, for one that I wear, like it gives me like an extra. And you'll see that on the right hand side of the screen when you're building. It is a lot to look at first, but don't, you know, just glance over it, because it's all right. You know, if you're a skill build, the things that sound appealing to a skill build will be, you know, oh, extra skill power, oh, extra this, you know, weapon damage and armor isn't really going to be super appealing because you're just trying to build something that's efficient with yellow. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pull out all your yellow pieces. It's going to take you a couple of runs of doing it. I'm still doing it now. I'm just pulling all my yellow pieces out and then checking I've got all my yellow. And then when everything's offhand, I can just see all the yellow pieces that I've got that give me certain things. And some things I'll be like, no, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. And then some things I'm like, oh, look at that, that's really good. So if you see a piece that just immediately jumps out as you as looking like a good piece, like, yeah, maybe stick that on. It's alright, you can go back and change it later, it's not definite. You know, remember your final thing will change several times as well even after it's finished. You know, always, I can even add a variation of it on that. So okay, I'll be with you in just a second. I did it like several times. I didn't realise, but once you've got just yellows in your gear, explosive damage. See, I don't want explosive damage. Maybe, yeah. Skill damage, it's the best one I've got in there. Skill haste and damage there. Right, let's see where you're up to. Respect. Okay. Protection, skill damage. So once you pull out all your pieces, yeah, go back to the template of putting things on, and yeah, you've done the right thing there. Yeah, just put on things that have got the max rolls on them. It doesn't matter if it's wrong or right, because obviously if it's got a max roll on it and you can use it, it's going to be better than something that's got like a weaker roll on it. Even if it's wrong, you know, you have to switch something out, but you'll see what you've got significantly more of and go towards that first. Yeah. Repair skills, status effect, and skill damage. Skill haste, skill damage. Incoming repairs. Status effect on 2. That's just going to set the light whenever they get close. Skill damage. Yeah, I think I keep it like that. So don't worry, just put the ones on that have got the most yellow stats and the most, the highest rolled, and then you just work backwards from there, Right, so now I need to figure out what guns are going to help with this one. And what specialisation. Oh. Yeah, I guess not always the way to then look for talents last. So it just takes a minute, you're not gonna do it in 2 seconds, but it's a different pace in it from the rest of the game. Oh, that's a good one, yeah. Shotgun. Oh. Man. There you go. Yeah, okay. Fenris. Are you okay now? Yeah, do you... It's okay. Don't worry about stuff like that. If you're building like a skill build, okay, so you put on the best of what you've got, yeah. Explosive. Perfectly skilled. Skill repair skill. Okay, yeah. fact, we're going to have to move that holster and the bag. Okay. Cover repairs, skill haste. Right, so the problem we've got, it's trying to cover a bit of ground there, so now we have to taper it down. Yeah. So what we've done is we've just hit a wide angle. So what we can see is, look, right, we've got Alp Summit that gives you repair skill. Yeah. You've got a Empress International. You've got 2 pieces of that give you skill health and skill damage. You've got 2 pieces of Richter and Kaiser that gives you incoming repairs and explosive resistance, and then 1 piece of Hana Yu, which gives you skill haste, right? So now you've got to decide what this skill build's going to do. Is it going to be like a healer build, or is it going to be like a putting out damage, or is it going to be like 1 skill healing, 1 skill doing damage? Okay, yeah, alright, so if that's the case, the mask is really good. You've got skill healing, repair skill, yeah, and skill damage, so you could roll that hazard protection to skill haste. And that would give you like a little bit of each. It'd give you repair skill, it'd give you skill damage, and then it'd give you skill haste. Then on your chest, that's pretty good anyway. You've got repair skill, skill haste, and some skill health, so any object that you put down is going to be a lot harder to kill. So probably a hive. Just trying to think. Will recharge it, won't it? It'll completely give you it back. Yeah, repair a hive, yeah. Oh no, it needs to heal, doesn't it? Yeah. How many will it give you back? Maybe chem shot, yeah. Because chem shots you're waiting a little while on, so okay, we'll put a chem shot on, yeah. And then you'd have to have a skill. See, the 2 pieces of Richter and Kaiser, I don't think are helping you so much. Maybe 1 piece at best, because incoming repairs will give you more healing from your healing. But the explosive resistance, you can get that from other places, so see if you've got a different glove, see if you've got something different, you know, have you got any other gloves in there? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Like I say, start off with trying to get as many of the yellow stats as you can. You know, if you've got it so there's as many yellow stats on it as possible, because that's like yellow and then 2. Hang on, let's go back. Yeah, so now you're wearing a 3-piece of that, look, see? Yeah, so now you get skill efficiency as well. Yeah, awesome. Here we go. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to have a little look at the knee pad, because you've got blue and yellow in here that sort of needs wiggling out, or either that, or you're choosing between, like, if you want to have a little bit of red or a little bit of blue, you know, which, like, given a choice, what would you rather have? Like, would you rather be a little bit tankier, or would you rather be like be able to put out a little bit more damage? Okay, that's a good choice. So what we need to do is now then try and get rid of these like little red stats if we can. You know, like you see the knee pad, it's got like a 1 yellow skill tier, but it's not really, it's giving you skill haste, but let's just have a look and see if there's anything else in there that's going to help us more, like that blue glove. Because that blue glove's like, it's only 1 roll away from being really good, that. Okay, yeah. It's alright, doesn't... As long as it's got a yellow, and just try and put it so there's as many yellows as possible. Yeah? And they're as full as possible, you know, the bar's as full as possible. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Critical. Okay, yeah. Explosive damage. Yeah, you get the turret if the explosive damage, yeah. Okay. Um, have you try a different one? See if there's a different one in there. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah. Explosive damage, yeah, because probably what you're going to use for one skill will be like explosive, and then for the other, you're going to need the different specialization for it, but yeah, it does a lot of damage and you will get kills back with it, yeah. Right, so the backpack, can we change that? Is there anything else that we can have a look at just to see what it does? Okay, yeah, let's have a look. If it's wrong, we can go back, right? There you go. The talent as well, yeah, it's a lot more like what we're going to do, yeah. Alrighty, yeah. Okay. Right, so... Right. If you come over to the specializations table, over here, and equip the demolitionist. Have you got it maxed out? Okay. Okay. So now, once you've got that, what you're going to want to do is go down to your bottom right skill or left skill, whichever you want a turret to be on. Probably your bottom right. Okay, yeah. And then turn it into the mortar turret. You know, the one that fires grenades. Hang on, cam launcher, left turret. Do you see it? It's 2 to the left. That's the one. Click X on that. Go all the way over to the last one, the artillery turret. Click on that one. There you go. Okie doke. Now we need to figure out what your healing skills are going to be. Okay, you can change it, like if you wanted to, but try a chem shot at first, just because the amount it's going to give you. Instead of that healer hive, put a chem shot on. This might be fun to play in the DZ with. Okay. So what we've come up with up to now, yeah, right, is the idea that we're doing 2 things, yeah? That it's just full in that way, that we're doing healing and we're doing skill damage, right? Yeah, so that's the kind of yellow that we are. We're halfway between. So, if you come over to the table, we'll go get the rolls right, and then we'll go get the guns, and then we'll make the guns fit the build. Okay, so we go over to the table, and I'll tell you which piece you're going to recalibrate for what, yeah? Okay. Okay, with the mask, go, instead of hazard protection, put a full roll of repair skill on. Oh, well, okay, you need to build your library up. Okay, so you need to get those rolls when you see them, yeah? Alright, no problem. Okay, go down to the next one. We'll see what you've got up to now. It doesn't matter. Whatever you can get. Okay, you're on your gloves yet, so the explosive resistance there really needs to go. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, so not worth it on there. On the holster, instead of the critical hit damage, see what you could put there. See if you put anything in your library on that slot. Okay, yeah. Okay, no problem. So you can tell what you've been going for. You've been going for red pieces. Yeah, your library is mostly red pieces, so this is a bit of a different build for you, but I think this is going to actually work out quite pleasantly. You'd be surprised. We'd be like, what the hell, that's doing a bit of damage. Right, so just on an off whim, just check the backpack piece. What we're doing is we're getting all the outliers, right? Getting all the pieces that aren't really helping us too much. So check the backpack, just see if you've got a different crit, instead of critical hit chance, see if you've got something different there. Okay, no problem. So those are the... There you go. Yeah, if it's got like one max roll on it, put it in your library and break the item. You know, break the item. But for now, like, keep this one on you, because this is the best of what you've got. Like, you're just making one skill build to exercise a point of how you'd go back and use the recipe, right, when you're ready. But what we're doing is we're just trying to stack things on. So what I was going to do was on the mask, I was going to say, instead of hazard protection, have repair skill, because you can see that the Alp Summit gives you some repair skill. So that'll give us skill damage and repair skill. On the chest piece, I would have just said just amp up the repair skill to full, because you've already got skill haste on there. Yeah. On the holster, I would have said skill damage, because repair skill damage, right? Because those are the two things we're doing. We're healing and we're blowing stuff up with the turret. Yeah. Okay. So the backpack, I would have changed the critical hit chance for skill healing. Yeah, because that's what we're doing. We're healing. And then the repair skill on the gloves, I would have kept that, and the explosive resistance I would have changed to skill damage, right? Repair skill damage. Right, on the knee pads, you could keep them the same as what they are, just vamp them up a little bit. It's nice to have a little bit of skill haste. But what you do have, if you read the brand sets underneath, what you're wearing one piece of Alp Summit, which gives you 20% repair skill. You're wearing 3 pieces of that Empress International, which gives you skill health, which makes your skills, like your turret, stronger, like more health. Skill damage for a second piece of the Empress. And then for the third piece you get skill efficiency, which gives you a little bit into everything. All skill, you know, like a repair skill, skill haste, skill damage, so it gives you a little bit into everything, which is really good. On your backpack you've got some skill haste, so that's like the third attribute. So basically the way that your build was is that you needed a main tier of yellow, then you were chasing repair skill and skill damage as the next most important thing, and then skill haste as the third most important thing after that, where you could get it, of course. You got skill haste off your backpack, and your if you look at your knee pads, look what they do. Look, explosive damage. And what are you using? You're using an explosive boom cannon. Yeah, you know, that's kind of like the thinking behind it there. So now what I'm going to do is I'll try and explain the talents to you, that why I picked them. Right, so perfectly skilled. If you get a kill with a skill, it's got a 30% chance of resetting a cooldown. Generally, as a rule, the longest skill you're going to wait for cooling down is a chem shot. You could change it if you want, if it's not working out, but if you get that chem shot, it does a lot. Your backpack has this talent called Shock and Awe. Applying status effects makes skill damage go up, and repair skill, right? So that's by 20%, and on top of that as well. So when you hit them with that mortar turret, it makes the healer cannon and the cannon do more. Yeah, so as you keep hitting them, it's like it's vamping up your healer shots and your cannon. So now what we need to do is we need to find guns that are going to sort of work with the build. You know, like you need talents on the guns that are going to sort of help you get more value out of this as on top of what you've got, yeah? Okay. Alrighty, so we know where you're at. You just need to collect single items that have one roll. But even if you just make one build, go try it out, and then use the recipe to build something later, you'll be like, look at this one I made. Yeah. So when you get a second and you finish, go to your box. And then pull out what you're going to want to do is, look, you see in this tree when you're at the specializations table, should I say, you've got 3 guns that you've highlighted, that you've said that you want these guns. So mine's SMG, LMG and assault rifle in this yeah, you just want to take a look at that and just see, and then try and match your guns with those, because that's 15% extra damage that you're getting at just from that tree there. So if you use a gun that's, you know, that's 30% extra damage. Yeah, it's all about putting things, you know, not everything in this tree is helping me, but when I stack a few things together to actually work together, it'll start making it really strong. So if you've got, you know, a shotgun, SMG and an assault rifle, you just tell me what guns you've got in there on that tree lit up. Mhm. So assault rifle. Oh, okay, yeah, SMG, yeah. You know, just you know, in your tree, when you go to your tree in your specializations table, go over to the demolitionist, and you should have 3 little lit up guns in gold. Yeah, just have a look, see which guns that you've lit up in gold, and just let me know. Like in here for me, I've got assault rifle, LMG and SMG in that one. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah. You're missing it. And right, okay, no problem. Great, that's good, yeah. Okay, yeah. So now we've got to go back to the box, right? And the way that we pick the guns out of the box for that build, yeah, we just say to ourselves, right, well, we've already got damage on assault rifles, LMGs and rifles, so just pull out all the assault rifles, all the LMGs and all the rifles together, yeah? And then if we don't see anything decent, then we might have to pick a different gun that's got a better talent. But between those 3, I'm sure we'll find something. That's it. Do the same as your gear. Yep. Put things that have got 3 max rolls on. Yeah. It's alright, just go for what looks the highest first, because if it's 3 max rolls, it's 3 full rolls or something it's giving you. So start there, and then we can taper down and change for talents. If one gun's got a better talent on it, but it's only got 2 out of 3, then you take the talent, because it's probably better than the one that's got 3 good rolls, but it's got a really rubbish talent that you'll never use. You can't see it all in one go, you never can. Yeah, like I say, Rubik's Cube. Okay, yeah. Don't worry too much about the details of it. Just put on the things that are giving you the max, and then worry about sort of tapering it down later. You know, just get the general purpose item that's got the best, you know, that you can see on it, and trust yourself. It's alright if it's got 3 good rolls on it. Yeah, maybe start with that first, and then look at it afterwards and think, well, no, actually that wasn't as good as that other one that's got a little less on it. But yeah, just that's the system of how it works, I guess. You know, just take things that I value on the first pass, and then on the second pass you taper it down a bit more. The third pass you know, refine it down a bit more, and it just takes a minute. Okay, yeah. What are you up to? Let's just. Okay, yeah. Brilliant, yeah. So, you've put on 2 guns that you think they've got the. Okay, and that's the best LMG you've got, yeah. Okay, it's got the highest stats on it, yeah. Okay, so the assault rifle's not bad. The Manic, yeah, that'll be quite powerful. That'll do like a lot of damage. The LMG, we could roll the skill to make, when you're shooting at them, it could do more skill damage or something like that. But try a different one. See if you've got a different one. That's good. Yeah. I'll have to sort out the thingy for you. But yeah, that'll do damage if they get close to you. Oh, a rifle, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, give it a whirl, yeah. Okay, yeah, give it a whirl, yeah. You know, just it's. You can remember, you can always go back. You know, if one item doesn't make as much sense, you can go back. See, the thing is, you've got to remember, you're not always going to be firing your gun. You know, you're going to be using that turret and shooting skills, so you need things that'll hit hard as much as possible, but you don't need to do a lot of maintenance on them to keep them up. Okay, so have you got any other rifles? Is that the only one? Have you got any other LMGs? Let's have a look at the bag and see what we've got. Okay. So that's all right as well. Like I mean, you've filled that much of a gap just by having a general loot pool, which is really good, isn't it? You know, you've filled a lot of the gap there already. So if it's guns that you're a little sort of lacking on, that's the main thing that you've not got, then you just need some guns that are going to do something a bit different for you. But yeah, you're going to be needing everything right now, not just one or the other. You're going to need everything right now. You know. But the fact that if you can put something together as best you can, well, yeah, because the recipe will always remain the same no matter when you get further along and you understand stuff better. If the the key sort of things you're building off is exactly that, yeah. Looking for this Resident Evil one. Solid pine. I can't find it. Where is it? Where is it? Your gear mods, yeah. Okay, so what you're going to want in your gear mods, personally, you're either going to want to go repair skill or skill haste, yeah. Yeah, that'll give you more ammo in that to shoot. Grenade status effect. Oh, that's where you just put like a colour on it or whatever. Could do all that later if your OCD wants you to. Skill repair, yeah, because it is like a core thing that you're after from the start. So if it's something that you're after from the start, yeah. Skill damage, I need something that's going to do skill damage and status effects. Yeah, stick with skill, definitely. Have you got anything else that's skill there? Yeah, go on then, pop it in. And again, if you're at a loss, why would you put something in that, that's slightly different? If you're building all one, just it's all right. Build on what you've got. Unless you go in for something very unique until you understand all the just try and stack as many things that you've got together. And the next part comes when we go down the range, where I show you sort of roughly how to use it. Yeah, okay, yeah. So now what we need to do is we need to see if we can roll the talent on your gun to have something like a little bit more suiting. So your pistol and your thing, you just need like a better talent on them. So what we're going to do is go over to the table. First go to your recalibration library. Go to your rifles, and then I'm going to show you how to pull a talent off something and put it on something else, yeah? So, yeah, if you go into recalibration, yeah, click on your rifle, and then go to, you see how you've got each one, that's the core attribute, so if you click on that, you can pull the damage off a max rolled one and keep it in your library, and then you can put it on another gun later. So what you're doing is you're collecting all these max rolls in this library first. Yeah, you pull them off like that, that's it, yeah. And then it stays, but that stays forever, then you can do it to any gun then. And then obviously you've got all your little sub-attributes, that's where you'll learn about your sub-attributes and just read them, they make exact sense of what they are. Like damage to armour is the armour, so against agents or any little, white bars on the enemy's thing, those armour bars, it does more damage to them. Crit chance, just read them. Some of them will make perfect sense, and other ones that you don't really know too much about. Just ask a player that's been playing a little bit longer than you, and they'll give you a heads up, yeah. But your talents, that's what we're going to want to change. So, have you got any talents like Spike that you can rip off any rifles? Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. 1 second then. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Like there's bits to it, but to overcomplicate it is to just make it too much. People won't. If you've got like a little simpler system that's easier to follow, you're like, oh yeah, can I see that now? That table over there, yeah. Yeah. And then just pull it off on there. And that's it. How would you know without somebody telling you? This is the problem with the game, like that's it, innit? Some players, they'll just hoard all the secrets to themselves, and they don't, you've got to give a little to, and all these people that are hoarding it, they're in the DZ talking shit over the people that haven't got the builds to do whatever. Oh, I'm better than you. Oh, right, yeah, okay, is that how it works? Yeah. Come on. It, okay, yeah. Yeah, when you should get like, say if you get like a gun that it's got one good roll on it, you can go there and just sort of pull the rank off. And don't forget, you're doing your watch up as well a lot right now as well. So no, well, those watch levels, they make a big difference. Yeah, but that's the problem, isn't it? There's a lot of players that are just like a bit, they're greedy with it. They don't want to share it. They'll just keep it all to themselves, and that makes them think that they're a better player for doing that. It's stupid. You know, it's all right. Just show people where it's at, and just give everybody a fair chance at it. And you never know, they might show you something. You're like, bloody hell, I never saw that. Yeah. People with the internet penis measuring, man, it's ridiculous. Well, you said it. That's it. Well, they all want to tell you that, but when it's the same thing, they all die the same way. Everybody does. They'll just tell you otherwise. Yeah. I'm just trying to. Yeah. But they just don't know what to do. You know, they've got the little groups where, and it's finding information. Really, that's what it is. You know, if you're determined enough and you look hard enough, obviously you'll find it. You'll find the people that. But there's a fine line between some of it, because some people get on it and they just feel entitled to, you know, do well all the time. I think what needs to happen is, like, the community need to figure a way of, like, just having a bit more etiquette about playing, really, when they go in, like, not going in the DZ just to, like, be like, yeah, I deserve a kill. You know, if you get killed, it. No, that's fair enough, you know. And if they'll meet somebody that's stronger than them, it always happens. Even if it's 5 people that put them down, it's still 5 people that put them down. And just because they can fight 5 people, yeah, they're really strong, but they're still going to get got in the end. And you never know when they lose focus or something. You know, there's some that are just good players and can, you know, last for quite a long time and are good at what they're doing, and there's others that are cheaters. It's just hard knowing which is which. But it's hard knowing with a contaminated pool of players, because you never really know, you know, especially if the cheater pool is high and the incentive is high to do it. Yeah. And some people they just want that advantage, just so they can, because they've got that bigger penis, they need you know, scripts that are going to make it harder for other people to play. Oh no, they will. It's just knowing that they're coming, that's all it is. I'll show you something in a second. Components, I need more components to give you this gun. Hang on. There's no more components there. I need more components. I've got to go something. We're in a party, aren't we? I'll show you something. Look, when you go into the DZ, I'll show you a little trick about the DZ. When you go in there, yeah, you're a low level. You can't fight everybody. You just have to run. It's okay to run. If they're bigger than you and you've got no chance, what do you want me to do? Like, run in with my slipper in my hand and be like, right, I challenge all 3 of you. You know, the smart thing to do is run away, isn't it? That's it. As soon as fighting breaks off, man, as soon as people stop fighting rogues, I just get the hell out of there, because it's just insta, like, you know, people wanting to shoot at you straight away, straight after. Like, you stay away from people. I think we do the same. But there's always going to be the 10% that come after you that are just like, some of them just want to fight and don't really know, and it's a miscommunication. And then there's some of them that are just doing it to be a jerk. But take what you can. you're smart enough to sneak around in there and get loot out while they're doing stuff and thinking that they're dead big and clever, camping on a door, and every time you get close to them, you're off. They'll soon get fed up. I've seen it happen so many times that if they think you just all you're going to do is run all day, they'd rather go kill somebody else. No problem. Bless him. Right, stupid, something daft. Not going to stand much of a chance if people turn up though. Yeah, of course. I do have something, yeah, I think. Yeah, of course I do. Pathfinder. Find a path. Still got that build on. Right, yeah. Give it a whirl. Any rogues? Hello. Okay. Well, what I didn't do is show you how that build works. Yeah. And there's rogues in here right now to sort of exercise the point of what we're doing. They're quite far away. I'll show you everything you need to know anyway. There's only a few things that you need to keep in mind. But yeah, come in with that build. Just try it. Like, save it. Don't forget to save that build when you can. You know, it's a work in progress, of course, but all it does is that you use the turret, like, just stay back and in cover and let me kite all the damage. Set up a little turret, and then you've got a heal for yourself, and then if you see me get low, you can fire one down to me or whatever. I'll show you where the enemies are, look. Okay, it's alright. It's just because you're a skill build, stay back. Use your skills, don't try and use your guns. It's alright, think about it. What skills have you got? Don't forget your healer, and then you've got your thing as well, your turret, and that turret does big damage, dude. You throw that turret out and guide it, yeah. You know, let's shoot it at me if you want. Because when I'm near an enemy. Have you got like a... So use your... Yeah, have you got your turret skill? Yeah. You're weak as a skill build. You just have to stay back. You can't get in the middle of him. What you do is you use your skill, don't use your gun. Use your mortar turret. Yeah. And then if you get hurt, you've got like a chem shot. You can just click it and it'll give you your health back. And if I'm hurt further down, you can fire me a chem shot down. Think of yourself as like a one-man mortar team. You're doing your own spotting and shooting and healing. But as long as you're far enough away, you should be okay, yeah? Alright. Throwing you in at the deep end again. It's the best way to do it, because when you come back to it now, you'll be... Well, yeah. So you see, when you come out the door, you should see on the left side of the screen, you should see these guys fighting, right? Those names popping up every now and again. Yeah. So what I'll do is, look, I'll show you where these enemies are, look. Right, so plan where you are now, like try and stay away from them, look, see there's some down here, so maybe set up a mortar turret in here, and just stand at the bottom of here and fire mortars down and shoot them down. And yeah. That's it, right, and then what you have to do is you have to click the same button when the circle's on the ground. So, go ahead, see if you can shoot one down at me. Yep. What you have to do is, you see the big red circle that you can see, you have to use the big red circle to fire like you click it and it shoots a mortar. Don't stand out of cover, like sort of stand on the edge here, look. And then with the turret, you know, whatever button you've got it on R1, haven't you? So when the circle's still, click R1 and it'll shoot a bullet. You have to click R1 and it'll go, you'll see what happens. That's it, yeah. Throw it out down here, look. That's it, yeah. That's it. Right, now come round here where you can actually see a little bit, yeah, and you see how there's like a little red circle around it. shit. Come back a sec. It sort of goes out the mortar when it's on the floor, yeah? And then what you have to do is you have to click the button again to make it shoot. Come back this way, Hit. Come back this way, Hit. Stay behind this car here. Right, so they blew it up, so just chuck another one out when you get a sec. That's it. Come back down there. Right, so what you want to do is now, look. You'll see a big red circle. Just go ahead, click R1. Just keep spamming R1, the button. There you go. Yeah? See what I mean? But that red circle is the area that it's going to hit when it blows up. So if you think about it like that, and then your other skill, look, see now you're hurt, look. So you've been hurt a little bit. So tap the other one, just tap L1. Yeah. So now you keep using that mortar turret. If you get hit, just go hide and heal. But what I'll do is, look, if you do that again, see if you can tap the mortar again. Use the R1 to... It's alright, just keep spamming it if you can. There you go, it shot some. It's a bit different, isn't it, from just being like normal damage. You don't really do a lot with your guns, you do more with your skills. So what you're looking, that's it, yeah. So there you go. When they come down there, you're looking to try and pull as many of them, you know, but in a bottleneck, when they're all running down there, you'd be surprised at how much damage that could actually do. Might not be your cup of tea, you know, yellow builds might not be what you want to play. But if you know how to build all of them, at least you can have a go. That's it. You can keep spamming it though, just keep shooting it, and every time you get hit, just use your little health cloud. And yeah, you might even coax them into sort of looking at you, do you know what I mean, like with the health, but just keep spamming the thing, you keep shooting that turret. You've got so many shots with it, yeah, that's it, keep shooting it. There you go, look, so you're hitting them there. Worst case scenario, just spam the area with it, until you sort of learn how to aim it a little bit more, because even spamming it will make it difficult for him to get in the area. But what you're doing is basically you're providing mortar support for anybody that's up front. You can heal yourself and you can heal friends as well. Don't worry about spamming that turret though, dude. Keep spamming it. So what you don't want to do is, look, come over here, throw your turret maybe up there, or that's it. Yeah, you could use it here. Look, see if you can aim a shot now. Look, see if you can aim a shot down there. See where that guy's hiding down there. Try and put the red circle like round where they are. Can you see there's like a little red circle? That's it. You're getting used to firing it a bit more anyway. That's it. See if you can aim it somewhere over there by that tree and then just click the button when it's roughly in the direction. You don't have to be perfect, like. But if you're launching grenades over that way, that's pretty, you know, bad for them. There you go, yeah. And like I say, don't be afraid to just spam it, because it's making them move that gets them out of cover. It makes them get out of cover. They're all just sitting on a cover area, they can see that. And if you do that when I'm over the explosive, it don't kill me. And if there's anybody there trying to kill me when I'm in that explosion, it kills them. You know, you can use it as a trap, you know. Close. That's it. Just keep spamming them, yeah. Right, so while you're, you know, sort of getting used to that, every now and again, just keep taking a look at the left. The only reason that I'm not really paying much attention to what's going on is because there's rogues in here, and I can blatantly see there's rogues in here. And while they're sort of all fighting, they're all doing this checkpoint TDM bullshit, where they all just like fight, then they come out the door, then they fight again, and then they measure dicks again, and then they measure dicks again, and then somebody eventually gets tired of measuring dicks, and it goes quiet for a bit. And the minute it goes quiet is the minute that you need to start watching your back. Because that's the minute that someone's come to shoot you back. But yeah, it's a bit of a different build, but with the pieces that you had, that's what you could build. There you go. Whenever you see that little bleeding logo over top of the target, when you hit him with that cannon, you'll proc that skill, and it makes your turret the next shot do more damage, and it gives you more healing power with that little chem launcher. So if you see that you're hurting, click the little button when I'm next to you. Look, yeah, see. And then I go do that whole shit all over again. See, I know it took a minute just to sort of get it, but that's how it's different, isn't it? It's very different playing like that, isn't it? But that's what it might take to beat a certain group that's doing something that you can't beat any other way. Not everybody wants to play skill, not everybody wants to play blue. Some people find blue really boring, man. The people are like, oh, you're just a knuckle dragger basically, you're just there to soak up all the damage. Okay. So, just one left down here I think now. And when it's like low odds, you can use your guns and stuff. I mean, that manic will do pretty good damage if they start getting close to you. Your guns are mainly more for like self-defense. If they start getting close and you can't do anything with your turret, or they're in a place where you have to shoot, then oh yeah, you know, go ahead and shoot. But you know, you just have to figure your skills out first and let like a bigger player go forward and sort of kite the damage for you a little bit. But if you get away with doing that, the amount of damage you can do from, you know, like setting up an area where I've fallen for it myself many a time. I've been fighting like in a tank where it's one-on-one, or you know, I'm winning a little bit, and then somebody's blown me up with an explosive build because I've been just running around in a circle. you know, I've been too busy thinking about fighting the other tank that we can't kill each other normally, but the minute that somebody else joins in the mix and starts putting explosive damage on me head, I go down like a sack of potatoes. It's alright, you just find your cover. Heads up with a chem shot if you got one. Right next to you. Okay, I'll go and dance around for you now, make it easier for you to shoot these guys. See if you can hit him with that turret. So they start rolling when they hear that. Yeah, right in your head. Yeah. Bit of that. If you got a reposition or anything, or it's getting a bit crazy, just it's okay to leave the area. Looks like you're getting flanked a little bit, dude. Medkit in 1 sec. Get out of there if you need to. There's quite a lot of them. Just come, you know, just reset up. That's all it is. That's what you use it for. You don't use it for staying in. You just use it for pecking the head. But sometimes it works really well. Pissing them off, you know. You get them down and you hear them go, "Aww." Oh, mate, he went flying. Get rid of this guy, shit. That's it, basically, yeah. So you know, it's just because it's different. Is it wrong? No, it's not. You know, it's just a bit different to use. And if you've got somebody that's really good at doing it, believe me, it can make all the difference. So take that with you, and you know, if that's like a little learning experience, that's just because you've made it. You just have to make what you've got on it work as best for you. Try and read the talents and try and make them match. And come on back to the door. Let's go change and get you a better build. And then that's what I'm going to do. Is now I'm going to show you how to stay away from those rogues and do landmarks and just not get any shit at all. Because look, it's gone quiet now. Look, see, they don't look like they're killing each other for a minute. So the next target is whoever's available to shoot at. Alrighty. Tell you if I get any single rolls that are god rolls that you can use, that'll be handy for you. Right, so main thing to do is really my best piece of advice for you once you're done in there is just go slow. Just don't go in too hasty, like getting caught in the middle of an objective. It'll get you killed when things are quiet because you need the time to be able to check your own back. Because we know, like, if there's too many of them, we've got to run. We can't fight a group of 4. They've got no chance. You're level, you know, 70 something, and with the best will in the world, if a group of 4 turn up and they're all really well equipped, we're in a bad way. Unless we think of something different. But being smart enough to run away and move away is good enough, isn't it? Oh yeah. Okay. It wasn't really the build though. What it was just the experience of putting something together and like sort of. Do you get the idea of stacking things in groups now? Yeah. That's it. But you can only put that back onto one piece per piece. So if it's 15%, you can put it on unlimited items as long as it's a different one each time. You can only do one recalibration to each item. So if you've got 2 good rolls and you've got 1 in your library, that makes 3 good rolls. But you know, it's getting all the rolls first, so that's where you want to be at. So that's what we're looking for. So let's have a little hop around the DZ and see if we can get away with the, you know, clearing landmarks, getting you leveled up dead quick, and not attracting too much attention. And just if anybody turns up, we just hike, we just go for a run. That's it. We out. That's it. Okay, that's better. Right. So, I mean, one way you can know is have a pulse, but that's not going to always see everybody all of the time. But for a good majority of the time, yeah, it can see people. Just run around the outside of the map and just watch what's going on. You know, like just don't run in and just go straight to a landmark and think, oh, it's okay in here, nobody will get me. Like, just see if anybody's fighting and how far away. More importantly, if they're fighting on one side of the map, whatever your distance units are. Yeah, and you'll get to know how far things are just based off the numbers. So if you hold down the touchpad now, go down to the next checkpoint on the right of us, it'll say DZ Golf. Mine says 0.2 kilometers. I don't know what yours might be. It might be in feet. And also, look, there's an extraction going off there. Look on the map. Can you see it? It's flashing there. Well, that means there'll be players around there. So, yeah, you just have to learn to read the map, like, and see signals for, like, if there's players around there and you don't want to fight. Well, you know, don't go around there. You know, stay away from there. Stay right on the opposite side. And if you see somebody, don't stop. Don't sort of wave to say hello. Just keep moving. I'll show you a little thing in a minute when we start moving to find a really annoying way to get you around stuff. So if you have to run, you can run. So like, you know, if I'm behind you and you're sort of chasing me, if I run like this, you can shoot me, can't you? Yeah. So what you need to do is when you're running away, yeah, and you know you've got them behind you, it's going to take them a minute to transition between this and this. Yeah. So what you do is you just run to the left, move the camera as you run. Oh, you see what I'm doing here? I'm moving the camera. Yeah. Like, the other thing you can do is I call it sliding, yeah. But I get on an object and I'll slide round it like that, bearing in mind I'm running at this speed, and then I'll slide round this side, and then I'll slide round that side of it, and then I'll slide round, you know, hopefully don't go up the top of it like that, but try and slide down the side of it like that. You know, just use the cover as much as possible. If I'm getting shot in some way, like, move really awkwardly and in tight lines. Like, so I'll cut round the side here and then cut round here, move to the next cover, cut round that, try and use that. If I'm getting shot, there's a tree, running around that, try and use that, cut round another way. Just be awkward, you know, like, and a bit random, because they're having to do all this then to try and shoot at you. That's it. And they can't run as fast as you while you're running, because they're, you know, yeah, they're in that animation. So if you can move fast enough, sometimes if you just feel yourself getting hit by bullets from nowhere, it's either lag or it's could be scripts in a certain distance. The way you tell is if somebody's cheating, generally as a rule, like aimbot scripts, if you're like there now, how you see me, yeah, out in the open, If I'm locking onto you, like, if I'm behind a wall, however, and then the aim goes all sloppy and shit, it means they're probably using a mod script, because for some reason those mod scripts can't sense you behind these walls. I don't know what that is. I don't know why it just messes with the target lock. It's weird, that, isn't it? So if you're running around those walls and doing all that slippery manoeuvre bullshit, you might actually manage to get away from somebody that's just spamming at you. You know, slip down here, go to this rock, cut round the wall, go round the side here, go round the side of that wall, cut over to that side, there's a car over there, I'm going to slip to that car to cover, and then I'm going to go down here, and then you know, you might not live, but you'll make it as hard as possible for him to try and shoot at you. Yeah, just try and get away and live another day. It's alright to run if you're outnumbered. Right, so there's an extraction that's gone off just down there, and just looking at the map, when you see the little purple fists, which are landmarks, if they go red, it means there's people there. And because there's nothing going on right now, it's kind of dangerous to go to a landmark, because that, to me, if I was a rogue, that's all I'd be doing, just sitting watching the map, waiting for somebody to go to a checkpoint and then come and shoot me in the back when I've got my back turned. So they can do that whole gloaty, I'm better than you bullshit over you. So what I do is like a... Yeah. Yeah. You alright yet? It's got a pulse on at the minute, so... What I do is with these landmarks, the best thing to do with them is, like, usually the way in is the way out for the most part. If they come that way, then you're going to have to run right through all the ads, which is quite bad, but chances are that if they come in the same way as you, that's not going to happen every time. So all I do is I go to one side like this, I shoot them, and then just do that whole, you know, pull them into the door thing into here, and if any of those AI come in here, I just kick their ass. But what I'm doing is I'm not really caring about the AI. The AI are the least of my worries. What I'm actually worried about is somebody running up and shooting me. So I'm just doing like a little patrol. You know, I come out, shoot these AI from over here, and then you know, run away for a little bit, go and check behind me, see if anybody's going to turn up, and then if anybody's not turned up, go back, shoot at the AI a little bit. And if you see those health going down in the occupied DZ, and sometimes in the normal DZ, like if you see health going down, it means there's other enemies there, human or AI otherwise. You just prod at the objective, you know, you can do it all day if you have to, you know? As long as you're aware if somebody turns up, you've got a chance of shooting them back. The time that things get dangerous is when people sort of run into the middle of the objective and then they're getting hit from several AI, because people can't resist then if they see you at low health. That's almost like an open invite to shoot me. Oh, grenade right on the head. Yep, just keep checking behind you. So obviously if you were just on your own in here, you'd have to do that little loop quite often and kill the AIs very slowly. But you'll find that you'll have a much better chance. Because if people turn up and there's like 4 of them, you count 4, you're like, right, okay, that's it, I'm off. If it's just one person and you fancy your chances and you fancy a fight, then you can go see what you want to do. Just fish hooking him back. There might be more in a minute. quiet for the most part, but yeah, if we get in trouble, the way out is the way in. The way that we came. Okay, more coming now. So I'm just going to go back to that door and just do that whole bullshit all over again. I'm just going to let them see me as well, so they run over this way. I'm making noise and over here. That's why people find blue boring to play though, because it's like you don't do a lot of damage, but you just soak up damage. That's what you are basically. Just that guy. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. No sign of players yet. Coming back, coming back. See if any turn up. Switch with you for a minute, I'll watch the back. Okay, saying there's going to be more in just a second. Go in and piss him off 1 sec. Okay, yeah, see him. Oh, that looks like the boss coming out. Watch out, he's got his little cars. Watch out for those little bomb cars. Look. Using that shit. It's the fire that it leaves behind that's bad. I'm going to go out and damage the boss just in case anybody else turns up. Okay, got hits on the boss now, we can take time. Even if somebody else shows up, and still drop us something if she dies. There you go. Checking the stairway. Whittle that one down. Back yet. Going after this one last purple one. Get rid of him now. That's one down. Check the back again, just a quick switch. Come in. Good job, yeah. Gonna go out and hit the boss dead quick. Just keep doing like a little route of your own. When you're not shooting the AI, just give them a few of them down. Okay, I'm back. Do you want to push in and finish this off? There's only a couple of them left. His own little karma. Too good yet? There you go. Oh yeah, nice man. I got a good rifle for you for that other build. Deconstruct. Okay, well I'll show you the procedure when you get an item that you want and you don't want anybody to... It's not 100%, but it'll give you a 60% better chance of getting something out. This is just the same thing again, it's just like watch the map, see if anything's going on. Oh look, an extraction's going off there in that top left corner. So, what are we going to do? Let's go up to this one over here and try and stay away from it, and then if anything goes wrong we just run. We'll just try and see. We'll set the extraction off. We'll even leave the AI there just to see if anybody turns up, and if they do we can make a choice, either stay and fight or run. I've got a few A's on around here. Keep going, yeah. Keep going now. I'll sponge. I'll body block for a minute. Just keep going that way, yeah. Nice. It's alright, you can go that way, don't worry. So this is what I mean about slipping around the vehicles and stuff like that. Some AI around there, let's leave them alone for a minute. Go this way, look, through the checkpoint. See if we can leave them alone. Stay on this wall here. Because nothing can come from that way, right? Because it's a block, it's the edge of the map. Run past that guy before he sees us. Oh, there you go, look, they've already exposed themselves. Look at the top of the left of the map now. See, look, somebody's fighting. What's the number? Did you see? I saw 0.5. Departing extraction. That's the extraction that would have couldn't have killed us. So the best thing to do is you set it off. Right, you're in a good place there. Let's move back. Yeah, just stick with me for a minute now. What we do is look. We go down here as if we've run off. And then just sit right at the edge of the map. Look, nobody's getting in behind me here. Nobody can get behind me. So all this angle I don't have to worry about. I just have to worry about that angle that way. See what I mean? I just have to worry about that angle that way. I'm narrowing my angles down a bit. And now if we leave those AI over there, those ones that have got the health bars over there, if anybody starts shooting at that, it means there's either agents there or their enemy. And we can go left or we can go right, depending on which way the... You know, if they start moving over that way and going that way, we go that way. If they start moving over the opposite way and coming this way, then we go that way. Just slip away from... I've got a pulse on as well. What do you reckon? 30 seconds, I reckon, to run in, clear anybody that's around the rope, put your stuff on, and then step back long enough just to watch it and then run away. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so 50 seconds, let's leave it for a minute, let's just move in slowly and watch what's going on. You've got 2 AI over there, look, they're just little red bars, you see them too, yeah? Okay. Watch for some enemies been down that way. 40 seconds. Go on 30, I guess. I'll get the right one, you get the left one, then we hit the line. Okay, I'll go for the right one and draw the attention, you get that medic over there. Okay. Okay, get to the rope. Got you, got you. Okay, let's go. It's alright, you can do it. Hold square, hold square. Woohoo! Microwave diffuser, boy. That's it, it's gone. Too late. Kill me now, boy, it's all gone. You know? And if that's something that you need, that's it. Yeah, you did the right thing, just get the hell out of there and... Okay, no problem. Just got a few ads around here. Thanks. Yeah, I got an everlasting gaze, which is like a good gun for like adding longer status effect. You shoot them with the rifle first, and if you hit them, it makes your status effect like last like 3 times longer. And that's a rifle as well. So like I say, it's not all meant to come together in one go, but if you can look at things as just... You can know how to drive a car and not be a mechanic. It'll all come in time. That's the only thing if you want to build weird... But if you want to build the meta stuff, you just copy what other people have done that's really strong and then you'll get it. Right, let's go to a door and I'll share that. Oh, those rogues are down there. Do you want to go piss them off? Down at this door down here. Up to you, what do you reckon? Should we go and see if we can fight? Get the drop on him and see if we can kill him, yeah? Yeah. Right, let's just get rid of these first, then, quick. That's it. Pretty much what we did with that dog is exactly what we've got to do with players. Like, we've got to hit the same player together. We burn that player down, then we move on to the next. Alright, let's go down there and see what's going on. I'll be your point man. Yeah. You just stay 20-30 paces behind me. And whatever, shoot that. And I'll shoot it as well. Got a couple of agents down here. Look, we've got one at the back down here, look. Good time for us to go in a minute when they come out. When they start fighting, when they all come out. See, look, see, they're running around the door there now. Look, if you aim forward, look, you can see where those yellow marks are. Look, look, they look like they're coming towards us, look. Okay. Just wait. Don't do anything silly, just wait, see if they... You know, if you've got a laser on your gun, don't aim with a laser, you know, because it will give you position away. But if we just stand here now, look. They want their teammate back there waiting for him to spawn. You can learn a lot by just sitting and watching and waiting and see what they do. And when that one man's on his own, me and you will go and run in there and fucking maul him. You ready? Let's go. See, there's somebody's just died there now. We need another one to come out. Another one's out. That one at the back, mate, that's the one that we need to kill. Okay, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. See, there's like 3 of them there now. It's alright. I got all my stuff out, I don't know about you. Okay. It's okay. But that's what happens, you know. Sometimes you get killed, you've not got a lot of gear on you, blah, 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 blah. But if enough people come out of that door now, there, we'll kill them easy. They can't handle everybody. And you might be there at the right. All you got to do is just sort of, if you get into a fight, you know, try and, if you're a damage, try and put yourself at the back of the group. If you're a tank, alright, go up front and try and block for a little bit. If you're a yellow, yeah, again, back of the group, you're going to have to, you know. It's alright, wait. It's alright, wait, don't go out yet. I've got something for you anyway. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on there, trying to figure out what they're doing. It looks like they're all close anyway. One, two, three, four, five. I've seen Capone before. I know who he is. I think I've killed him once or twice. But when there's a lot of them like this, we can't fight, you know, the same way that we would normally. We'd have to do something different. So when they're blocking us in on the door like this, to go out literally is slaughter. Like, if you go out, you're just asking for a fight. That's alright. Sometimes you just want to go out and have a bit of a scrap. Okay, look, more people turning up. He's nearly dead, One down. Two down. Woohoo! Yeah, go on, hit, get him, mate, get him. Just stay back a little, stay back. That's it. Alright, you did good. You put some damage down, it's alright. Mate, if you kill one of them, mate, right, at your level, how the fuck is that going to feel for them? And when you think about that, it's kind of funny, isn't it, really? Level 79 fighting back, like, take a bit of that. Have that. Holy shit, man, I'm really strong. You might not have the best gear, but if you can put up a little bit of a fight, alright, that's it. You can only do what you can do, you can't be a hero. That's it. There's enough people out here now that we could turn the tide though a little bit. That's it, stay back. Just do what you can, try not to get seen. Okay, I'm pushing up. Watch your back now, there might be some coming out behind you, but if you can be watching the other guys back while they're fighting, there's going to be people coming out looking to go rogue behind you. See, they're getting fucked up now. Okay, push up, hit. Let's go, let's go. Even if you're the back man, it doesn't matter. Let's see if we can go and finish off them kills. We might be needed up here. There you go, that's what they get. See? That's what they get. See? Right, okay, let's move away from here. That's a mistake to stay. It's a mistake to stay around this group of people. Even though they are allies, they're temporary allies, and they might switch on you at any second. And believe me, when the gloating's out and all the doing the bragging bullshit's gone, by the time you've done that, you're already fucking gone. Cheers, thanks, good night. Watch out here. Oh, what? Okay, keep going, that's alright. Do the little wall wriggle. You know, slide along the wall. I'm on the way behind you now. Okay, cut through to the right there, that's it, straight on. Straight on. Stop at the van, straight across the road. Go around the back of it. Good. See, now when we're out the area now, you know. Look, oh, look at that, like clockwork, they've gone rogue again. Not on me. Yeah, they did. You want to go back again? Yeah, sounds like it, yeah. Let's go, let's see if we can make the difference, man. I mean, we're not the biggest fish in the sea, but, you know, with enough of us, yeah. Even if they're good players, yeah, they can get their ass slapped after a while, and ooh, they don't like it. Oh, I got killed by a level 79. Dinty McPride. Yeah, there's too many of them there, look. There's 4 of them up there, I can see them now. We're going to have to wait until there's a counter push. Can't really do a lot from here. There's only 2 of us and we can't really cover that much ground. But once we see that other group go and engage that other group there, we'll go for whoever's at the back, yeah? Just me and you, we'll hit the person that's at the back of the group. Right, let's go. Yeah, time to go. Okay. That's it. Up this way, one just medkitted then. That's Zeus, mate, that's Zeus. We're going for Zeus, yeah? Come on up this way. Yeah, together. Zeus. Go for Zeus. Oh, that Kevin Joe. Come back a little bit, that's it. It's alright. Throw some grenades down there, dude, if you can. Push up a little bit. Shoot that guy down there, look, that Kevin go. It's alright, just keep shooting at him. He's moved. He's running away. Okay. Down here, look, down here. Yeah, he's down the street here. He's over this way. I'm down this way, dude. Can you see me? It's alright. It's alright, yeah, it's alright. Those people are after those rogues. Just keep moving, keep sliding around. You're doing good, you're doing great. If you get lost or whatever, just shout, just call. Just say, I'm lost, I don't know what I'm doing. Lily on the run now. Oh. Watch. Okay. You want to get it out, yeah? Okay, alright, follow me then. Okay, let's use the little plan then, let's go. You want to take his loot? Alright, you take his loot for all the times you've been jacked over all them times, yeah. Okay, so just keep moving over somewhere, then get out of the middle of the street. Like, don't check your map in the middle of the street. It's a bad thing to go in the menu in like everybody does it. but if you can, like, say, look, come round here, look, and just check your map, look, and then right, look, those rogues are all down there, so it makes sense for us to go down to that southern extraction, doesn't it? Because it's the opposite end. So if we go to that southern, we've got a good chance of letting them fight it out, and you extract that, yeah. Yeah. Alright then. Let's go do that. Yeah. I'll follow you then if you're going down to southern, yeah. Yeah, follow that little bar, yeah. Yeah. Bloody rogues. Yeah, hopefully some good stuff as well for you, yeah. Gotta get this rusher first though. No, don't shoot me with the shotgun. Shotgun lady. Na 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 na. Oh, he's had one of them as well. No, I think that Kevin guy was in there. Yeah, they're fighting down at the door. It's like a group of 4v4. We just stepped in and helped, I guess. Yeah, just enough to tip the tide of the battle there a couple of times. Yeah, that's enough for me. Yep, let's move away. See if any AI turn up, and then if we leave them alone, if they get killed, then we know somebody's here. What about down here, Hit? I'm thinking like completely out of the, Yeah. Yeah. Or cubbyhole somewhere. Okay, got a couple of volunteers. Ooh, AI that don't mind getting shot. Wait, what? The hell just happened, eh? do on 30 seconds again, I guess. Looks there like that. Next time those rogues come up on the left side of the screen, let me know what it says in the distance. Well, whenever you see the kill cam come up, you'll see either feet or kilometres. And if you have a look at how far that is away and get used to the feet and kilometres, you can roughly tell how far away they are just off the numbers without having to go in your menu. So now I can see the 0.6 and I go into my map and I can see... Okay, yeah. No, on the left side of the screen, like on the left side of the screen, can you see it? It's like, what does that number say to you? Go for the rope straight away. 1,500 feet, yeah. No? Dunno. Did you hold square? It's alright, you can hit it again, they're miles away. It's alright, you can call it again. Look how far away we are, you know, that's it, isn't it? Look, that's the number there that I was asking you about. You see it there, and the Al Chari. It'll have like a number. Yeah, what's the number? Next time you see it on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, yeah, you'll see like a kill feed. You know, like what you would in a multiplayer game, like if you're playing online. Like this person killed that person, and then there'll be a number of how far away they are. And yeah, call another one. And then if you measure that distance, if you look at it when you see it pop up and get to know how far away that is, like roughly we're 0.6 away from that door that we were just at then. And I can see that killing's happening 0.6, so when I see the number 0.6, like in my unit measurements, I know roughly how far away 0.6 is in comparison to the map. So if you see somebody's within... Yeah. If you see somebody's like within a few, like 100 feet of you or something like that, you know that they're pretty close, and you're probably going to have to get moving pretty quick. You might not even have time to get the menu open. They're heading your way or something. Alright, yeah. So it's gone quiet now, so we'll probably need to move. Gotta take a little break actually. Gonna go get a beer and... Yeah. Yeah. But hopefully all that, I know that's a lot to take in all in one go, but I've just tried to make things simple so you can see like an overview of as much as possible, but some of it will be just figuring it out in time what you're doing, like, and you'll see it, just, you know, just take a minute to look and try and figure it out the best you can. Yeah. Yeah. Which one are you heading up to? That one? Or this one down here? Okay, yeah. See if you can do the little sprints while you're going down. Practice doing that little, you know, the little side to side thing. Yeah. 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 If you can be the more random you can be, like the better, the harder it is for him to hit you. Look, that guy's listing lazily to the left. Yeah. That's okay. It's break time. Lot to take in, but yeah, no, that was good, man. But that took your mind off things for a bit, didn't it? Just gonna see if I've got that thing as well to give you. Oh no, I didn't give it. There you go. I've not seen you in ages, so I thought you deserved as much, you know, like at least that way if I'm not around or I'm not playing, you don't feel isolated from being able to do certain activities. You can go in the DZ if you want, if you know what's what with it. It's just finding who's got the right pieces for you, and given enough time you'll just be as strong as everybody else. Yeah. It's just timing it. You can't understand it all in one go, nobody can. Oh, I've got a chess piece here for you, that's pretty good. There you go, fella. There's another chess piece for you as well. Yeah. Well, you're on YouTube now, man. You can watch this back as many times as you want, or come play when, just know that sometimes I'm helping people or doing something, but if you want to, yeah. Yeah. Be kicking ass in no time, dude. Sneaking around. If you can sneak round them, though, you can get them, right? Yeah. Okay.